Hello parents, welcome to Back to School Night for the 2020-21 school year. I'm just going to talk to you about the basics and run through some slides. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at any time. So let's start with our distance learning daily routine. Try to sign on every day about 5 minutes before class, and I have a little note up asking them little reminders to mute their microphone, make sure their camera is on, they're charged, they're ready to learn, and then wait for instructions. Or as we move on throughout the year, I might say, get out your core novel or whatever materials we might need, our history book, and then I play a song that might go with the lesson or have something to do with what we've been talking about, or it just might be a song that they did on their assignment, getting to know you assignment. A lot of them pick their favorite song, so I might throw in one of their favorite songs here as well. And every day it changes. I have a little different background here and there. This is their daily schedule, which I know was pretty confusing, I think, with the first day of us wanting to be able to see all our students, and then that was a different schedule than their regular schedule. Definitely was a little confusing for people. So I sent this out to those who asked, and it's also on their Schoology page, but it kind of helps break it down, what times and what periods they have classes. So I see them every day, and we're either learning English or history every day except for Wednesday. That is their asynchronous learning time, or time to get extra help if needed. The digital rules we went over, the same as the 3 Mustang musts that we use when we're on campus, except we talked about how we integrate them when we're doing it online. But it's the same 3, and we went over how that applies to distant learning. Our grading policy, you are able to receive, if you get a C or lower in anything, most things, they can retake it with me to get a better grade in English and social studies. But they need to stay proactive with their work and their assignments, checking Schoology regularly. It gives them their due dates on their calendar. And then on the event side of a Schoology page, it tells them maybe if something's past due and what's coming up due. So it's a good system to keep up with your work. They also can always ask for help and ask for, say, I need another day, but they need to ask it before the due date. So don't just ask the day of, but kind of plan ahead and say, oh, I've got this in science, and could I have just a little more time? And then we'll work that out. So we're going to have a mix of grades, class assignments, homework, assessments, projects are all going to be within our final grade. We're going to take AR reading and take tests at home. They're going to be given a password and be able to do that as they read their books. And that is about that. Curriculum. In social studies, we're going to learning about U.S. history from our foundations of our colonies up until before World War I. So we're going to focus on connecting history with current events, keeping them engaged through discussions and debates, which we've already had some great discussions so far in the first week of school, so it's really nice. We're obviously going to develop some research skills. We're going to look at historical events and documents. We're going to really dive deep into the U.S. Constitution and working on how to tie our Constitution as well in with current events. In English, we're going to read some great class novels. We're going to do some short response answers just to really solidify how to write a really nice paragraph, and then we'll continue to turn those into longer essays. We're going to read poetry, short stories. We're going to compare and discuss and evaluate literary techniques. We'll give presentations and work on our reading fluency and comprehension, as well as vocabulary. And a great way for this, as we mentioned before, is to use the STAR testing in our AR reading to help with that stamina and vocabulary. Digital programs, we're going to be using our main platform this year is Schoology, which is mostly a one-stop shop, so that should make it a lot easier for everyone to go and find what they need and take care of everything. We're going to continue to use StudySync in English. Has a lot of great stories in there for us to make connections with in both history and English. And then we're going to use a lot of other great online resources that we're learning about. Nearpod, Kahoot, Flipgrid, Nod, Screencastify, and there's many more. But right now we're just focusing on learning Schoology, getting our feet wet, and then once we know that really well, we'll dive into using some other digital platforms. Staying connected. So you can always contact me at selliott@lvjusd.org, and I will answer your email. If you want to talk on the phone, we can do that as well. But also when students are needing some little extra help, or they just want to go over an assignment, or they just want to talk and say hi even, they can go to their Schoology page, and on the right-hand side, there's a reminder and the upcoming, like I said, with the homework assignments. And then there is a button that says Elliott Small Appointment Slots. So they can make an appointment with me or Mrs. Small. They just go to this page. They'll click on that link, and it'll take them directly to this page that you see on the right. If it's all blue, that means the appointment is taken up. But if you can still see my name with the gray, then all those appointment slots are available. They just hover over the different times of the day they choose, and they'll see which one they want. Useful links. Audible.com is giving audiobooks to students for a year, which is awesome. Some of them you can actually see the book and read along with it. Others you can just read. Epic is also another site that you can create a parent account, and it gives you a list of AR books in different categories with different ages. So it's another source when you need to look for a book. Also, the Livermore Public Library has ebooks available, and they also are offering curbside pickup. So you go in with your library password card online, tell them what books you want, and then they'll let you know when they're ready to come pick up in a bag on the curbside, which is also excellent. Our 2021 district handbook is also online for our new policies for online learning. And then the hybrid, hopefully that we'll get to soon, learning is also the policies and procedures on that handbook. And I know this is unprecedented, right? It's something new for all of us, but we're going to get through it together, and we're going to have a good time, and we're going to learn a lot. Just going to make the best of what we have, and hopefully wait for the return to school very soon. And then lastly, just a little bit about me. I live in Pleasanton. I have 3 kids. One is in 8th grade, one is in 9th grade, and the other is in college. And then, of course, I have my old hound, Jill. She's about 13 years old. And my husband, he's also a teacher in Pleasanton. He teaches science at the elementary school. And that's about it. I just feel really fortunate and lucky to be able to teach in Livermore. It's such a great, giving, kind community. And don't tell my family, but I really think the students there are the best. And that is it. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to contact me, and we will talk. Thank you so much.